These shows are supposed to start with the host standing up talking to a camera.
Stephen, that's what the elites want you to think.
Meow! It's Thursday fun on a Friday or a Sunday or a Saturday. Who knows? Stay tuned. Well, there's been a lot going on in the world of politics. Justin Trudeau grew a beard, but I'll spare you that one. But new stuff has just surfaced of Kim Jong-il, the president of North Korea, talking to Donald J. Trump, the president of the United States of America. And it's fairly interesting.
Can I just say, I think she's hot. Just look at that figure. She is pretty cricket, dude.
I said, dude.
She is cricket. I always try to be charming, because you never know. Yeah, dude. Like, whatever. Text me.
You nailed it.
Yeah, not really.
Of course, the big shock news was the entry of Sarah Palin into the Democratic National Congress elections. Yep, Sarah Palin's going to replace, it seems, Joe Biden, because the DNC can't find anybody remotely attractive enough for people to vote for other than Bernie Sanders, and that would be an apocalypse.
Well, explain to me why that enhances your foreign policy credentials.
Well, it certainly does, because our next door neighbors are foreign countries. They're in the state that I am the executive of. And
have you ever been involved with any negotiations, for example, with the Russians?
We have trade missions back and forth.
And the rich elite millionaires and billionaires have been backing Joe Biden and now walking away from him, like this guy is.
That Joe Biden is a low IQ individual. He probably is, based on his record. I think I agree with him on that.
Let's face it, Creepy Joe is probably one of the best politicians America's ever had. For example, this incredibly heartwarming speech with such eloquence.
What responsibility do you think that Americans need to take to repair the legacy of slavery in our country?
Well, they have to deal with look, there is institutional segregation in this country. And from the time I got involved, I started dealing with that. Redlining, banks, making sure that we are in a position where, look, we talk about education. I propose that what we take is those very poor schools, the Title I schools, triple the amount of money we spend, from $15 to $45 billion a year. Give every single teacher a raise to the equal raise of getting out the $60,000 level. Number two, make sure that we bring in to help the teachers deal with the problems that come from home. The problems that come from home, we have one school psychologist for every 1,500 kids in America today. It's crazy. The teachers are, and I'm married to a teacher. My deceased wife is a teacher. They have every problem coming to them. We have to make sure that every single child does in fact have 3, 4, and 5-year-olds go to school, not daycare, school. We bring social workers into homes and parents to help them deal with how to raise their children. It's not that they don't want to help, they don't know quite what to do. Play the radio, make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night, the phone, make sure the kids hear words.
Enough of American politics, it's frankly very dull. However, what about bears? If you realise the impact of bears, their natural surroundings are being burned to the ground and melted. So one of the things the newly bearded Justin Trudeau is doing is encouraging us Canadians to actually adopt a bear. And this is from my neighbour Doug's house. Of course, we've already had Canadian Thanksgiving, but I believe American Thanksgiving is coming up on the 10th of January. So here's a message to me, to all my brothers and sisters and other non-identified genders who live down below. Happy Thanksgiving, America!
Pass the Comanche casserole. Praise God for Christian forefathers shrewd enough to ask Indians for their delish recipes before stealing their land. And a happy Thanksgiving to all of you.
Of course, I'm not going to forget my 4 or 5 English subscribers. Happy Christmas, England! Yeah, the Conservative government looked at Christmas and New Year and decided that Christmas was too close to New Year. So, thanks to being freed from European restrictions, I believe January the 12th is Christmas Day in the United Kingdom now. So, happy Christmas, United Kingdom!
All day long we will be
of the large financial resources of this YouTube channel, which is The Real News, because, let's face it, I edit it, so everything I say is what I want you to hear. I actually got an interview with Prime Minister-elect of the United States, Joe Biden, and I asked him who I should vote for in the upcoming American election. And he told me. Big scoop this for me.
Can she understand me? Because I'm okay. Okay, good. Well, you should vote for Trump. You should vote for Trump.
Of course, one of the big meta themes of 2020 is preparedness lifestyle, because the world's coming to an end and we all kind of realise it. So one of the things the CBC Canada's broadcast been doing, it's actually been running a series called Survivor Man, and this is from the episode they did in Newfoundland, and it's very interesting. You know, if you take somebody from Toronto and put them in the wilds of Newfoundland, they might even meet locals.
So, this is my first week here. I'm foraging for food, trying to survive the elements and try to stay positive, but it's tough. You know, I'm cold, I'm hungry. There's no one around for miles, and it's just...
How you doing, young fella? Not from around here, are you? What brings you to Newfoundland?
I bet it was the tourism ads with the laundry. Oh.
No, I'm trying to survive.
We should go and let this guy survive.
No, I think I want to go somewhere uninhabitable, somewhere dangerous and foreboding, somewhere where I can be completely alone.
Try Toronto.
Yes. Our Gord went up there, and my God, they wouldn't even look at him. They gave him the meanest old looks, didn't they?
Just like this. My God, you're going to fit right in.
Of course, it's well known that Americans have no sense of geography, but some of them do. When we go down to the States with our camera crew, we only have one camera crew in Canada, and we go down there to poke fun at you guys, eh? Because not being American is what makes us Canadian, eh? Anyway, one of the camera crews found probably the only person in the United States that knows a little bit about Canadian political geography.
The Mayor of Burlington in Canada, Jean Chrétien, has declared Springer Days.
Thank you, Jean Chrétien, for declaring Springer Days this summer, and maybe you'll declare Summer Days this spring.
It's great to talk to you. It was recently revealed that 70% of grade 7 students in Canada couldn't find their state on an unmarked map and also couldn't name their congressman. Do you think this indicates that there's a crisis in our education system in Canada?
I think that would definitely indicate a crisis.
That's pretty sad, yeah.
Yeah? What about yourself?
Yeah, I think it's disgraceful that people are that unaware of the world that they live in.
Current state in Canada, there's really not that many of them, correct?
No.
There's like
11.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely a problem.
So you're trying to buy acres of rainforest? It's not a scam, is it? A recent survey in Canada showed that 70% of grade 7 students couldn't find their home state on an unmarked map. Do you believe that this shows that there's a crisis in Canada's public education system?
Yeah. Yes.
Hang on. Canada has provinces.
Of course, this is actually a prepper channel, but I don't call it a prepper channel because, frankly, it embarrasses me. But Steve from Corsair Trainers has been running a series of camps for people like me who don't know an awful lot about bushcraft or survival or the military or outdoors activities, and he's been teaching us all. And unfortunately Steve was sick for this one, but again, I think it's worth showing this interview in full because, to be honest with you, Steve, I think you're onto a gold mine here. There's a lot of preppers out there who really need the knowledge that you guys can give us.
More than just physical strength to survive. Today they will meet with survival specialist Bro Padar to learn important skills.
I got a whole bag of goodies for you. Okay. You really need to take in consideration when you're... Now, don't get offended, but you're going to need to learn protection.
Oh, okay.
And this is a lemon condom. Have you guys used unprotected sex before?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've used it.
That's my favorite.
Face the banana upward, slip it on top, gently 2-finger roll. So don't slip up. It's a smooth roll.
Smooth roll.
Sometimes you got to switch fingers, slowly.
Now what's this part for?
That catches premature ejaculation.
What we do is we save our semen and we vacuum seal it for later.
So you're going to hold on to that. So just go ahead and pocket that.
Other than avoiding STDs, why should you prep? Well, I'll let this guy explain.
Snowy ash drizzles from the sky. A rabid pack of dogs surrounds you as the flame at the end of your stick dies out. There's only one hope left for you, the door to my shelter. You pound, you beg, Dwight, please let me in. But I ignore your cries and do not let you in. You want to know why?
Because of the sign that says no pounding, no begging.
No, because you laughed at me.
Of course, Stephen Corsair Trainers is known for a lot of things, deep state agent, etc., and his fake beard. But this is actually one of these earliest videos I found online where he and Dennis actually explain to an English audience the art of self-defense, and it's well worth paying attention to. I mean, I'm going to get a hat as soon as I can, but I'm still working on the other defense methods. Thanks, Steve. Oh, and Dennis.
But would you have the foggiest idea what to do if apprehended by an up-to-no-gooder on a dark night? Drop to your knees? His attempted punch will consequently miss its intended target.
Well, the devil's me intended victim opted too.
Whereas yours will be deadly. So there you are. Remember, hat, umbrella, watch, hands and knees, and finally knees.
Now, they say people from California are different, and they might be different. I don't know, maybe they have too many avocados and sunlight, and certainly if it rains it absolutely causes mayhem and panic down there. But I think this is a good one. With the United Kingdom Christmas coming up, and I think it's important that this message gets out there, because we can achieve world peace and we can achieve harmony. Iran and America can be friends again. But the secret is what we need to get ourselves. And I'll let Adrian from California explain.
Week until Christmas, have you been good? Have you been bad? What do you want for Christmas? All this stuff. I think the thing that I want every year, I never get it, a pony! Everybody wants a pony. I think a pony would be great. If everyone just had a pony and just ride it around to work, and I think everybody, if everyone in the world had a pony to ride to work and go wherever they work, the world would be so happy.
But first, people have to get personal, right? Like, I have to look you in the eye on the camera and I have to reveal stuff about myself that's personal, so you'll feel this fake connection and then send me money. That's what I've been told to do by lots of big preppers. So I thought I'd show you my last haircut. So I think my hair's looking pretty good, eh? So I thought I'd go and ask some people what they thought about my hair, and the reaction was a little disappointing.
Well, I mean, I could stand and pretend that it might not be as bad as it looks, but the reality is that most people on the ground have known that it was going to be potential. I actually don't think I ever expected it to be this bad, but for it to be bad. And now I'm devastated. I don't know how you could have any other reaction other than being utterly heartbroken.
One of the things people don't know is that hiking and trail walking in the wilds of Japan can actually cause you to go quite crazy. So over to Rocky in Japan. Okay, time to set condition 1 throughout the ship. I'm now going to explain the origin of bringing home the cat, because somebody asked me about it, because I use that phrase quite a bit. Nothing but the rain and bringing home the cat. And this is the origin. If you haven't seen this, you ought to.
What do you hear?
Nothing but the rain.
Grab your gun and bring in the cat.
Boom, boom, boom.
Along with my theme of spreading peace, joy and love throughout the world, one of the things I'm going to do is I've got Uncle Al's niece to actually tell you and show you how you can stop American children fighting at the airport.
Girls, what's going on?
It's my turn. No, she had her turn.
May I? Girls, share this.
What is that?
That's poutine.
It squeaks.
Thank you. Don't thank me. Thank Canada.
Of course, everybody's favourite cat lady prepper is the Reverend Christine. And she has done a little video clip from her cats that I asked her to do to help the United Kingdom celebrate its first January Christmas. Janmas. Happy Janmas, United Kingdom. So this is going to be kind of an extended sequence that's coming up, because one of the things we need to do as non-preppers, because preppers sound kind of nuts, but people that are terrified of the future and want to buy our way into safety, is that we can actually prepare in the now for vitalities of life. And one of the main vitalities of life is, of course, water. Water has a few significant downsides. Mainly it's very heavy and it's fairly bulky. Anyway, the Reverend Christine has come up with a canning method to help us all, and I think we all need to watch this video. I will edit it very slightly, but she has a great channel, lots of cats, and even if her politics are a bit odd, I don't know, that's okay.
Well, as a prepper, I'm sure you have a lot of things on hand, getting ready for when anything happens, any kind of emergency. Freeze-dried food. How about freeze-dried water? As you see here, I have a jar, I should say, of freeze-dried water. And I freeze-dried it in 2009, and you can still see, where the water was, where it's dried. See, it's not really clear, the jar. And I'll give you an example now of freeze-dried water. Just add drinking water to it to revitalize it. I don't want to come off of there. Oh, that's weird. Anyway, I want to show you this so you can see it activate. Now watch. See that? See how that's activating? See? Isn't that something? Look at that. Right. See that? It's all activating very well. And there you have it. Freeze-dried water. Fully activated. Clear. See how clear that is and how it cleared up? Can't smell nothing. Tastes good. Tastes great. Now you all have freeze-dried water in your preps, don't you? It's Reverend Christine.
Speaking of Reverend Christine's politics, which is kind of like far-right republicanism, I think, or libertarianism with shades of republicanism, I don't know, Christine. Anyway, she does a lot of political chats, and that's fine. She tolerates me, I'm a socialist. Anyway, I actually wondered why Republicans have such a visceral reaction of hate towards everybody's favourite uncle, Bernie Sanders. And I found this clip, and I think this may explain why Republicans are a little bit against Bernie. But there again, if they had a sense of humour, they'd love him.
Going to invest a lot of money into mental health. And when you watch these Republican debates, you know why we need to invest in that.
Having burnt lots of coal and petroleum and natural gas, the planet's about to die probably in about 10 to 20 years' time, and people are kind of not that bothered about it because, frankly, it's been really boring. There hasn't been much going on in the last couple of thousand years. So one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to commercialise the extinction of animals. Now, cats are under serious threat because cats eat birds and there's no birds left, and cats eat fish and there's no fish left. So one of the things we're doing is we're actually going to have robotic cats. And I think this is an absolutely wonderful idea. Again, Reverend Christine's been very much ahead of this curve. But yeah, this is the new cat that Tyler from Let's Talk About Prepping's developed. Now I understand why he was such a big fuss for him, because when you're only about this tall, it's really dangerous to have real cats around, and let's face it, a home without a cat isn't a home. So Tyler got together with some people and they funded the Mars cat. And thanks, Tyler, I think that's an absolutely wonderful idea, and you'll never have to be scared of being eaten by a cat again.
To the future world, combined with advanced technology, liberal art and humanities, an incredible new creature is born.
Mars, come here.
Introducing Mars Cat, a bionic pet cat, a home robot.
Mars, give me a name.
Well, that's it from me. Have an absolutely truly wonderful week. Have a great time. See the humour in everything. Never take anything seriously. If you are listening to the TV or the radio or the internet and you feel yourself getting angry, turn it off. Go and find a pony or a robotic cat to play with. Because let's face it, it's all garbage, and we need to focus on our own lives and our own happiness, and by doing that we can actually then make people who actually know us happier. So I want to see some more happy videos out there in prep land, because let's face it, I'm kind of bored with you guys wandering around in military camo going on about which is the best gun to kill liberal socialist vegans with in SHTF. I don't really want to be shot by it, you know? I have skills, right? I can read books. Most of you guys can't. I could read a book and tell you what's in the book. So anyway, have a great week, have a fabulous time. These videos were edited for fun. They're all great, wonderful channels. Toodles! That was a Bad Terrier 2020 production.